Hello you guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Alex. I am a full-time server. This week we are cash staffing $757. I didn't work one day, so I only worked 4 days last week, which is why it's a little bit less. I have a lot of budgeting updates to go with you guys, but we are going to start off with my bills binder. Car payment is getting $161. I'll go through all of the budgeting updates like when they come up. But we're going to start with the bills because not much has changed with this one. And now my car payment has 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 320, $322. How has everybody been? It was such a beautiful week this week in Pennsylvania. It was like 70s and sunny. It was beautiful. I think the rest of this week is supposed to like get down in the 60s, but I'm enjoying the weather today. Car insurance is getting $36. I think the weather this week was truly my saving grace because it was a shit week, you guys. I'm being completely honest. Car insurance has 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100, 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, $108. My loans got skipped because I didn't work and I made a little bit less. Health insurance got its $55 and I already took that to the bank. Rent is getting $100. 20, 40, 60, 81. My Roth IRA is still at $1,200. Subscriptions is getting $75. My Pilates membership I have to pay for soon, so that's what this is probably going to go towards. Trash and sewage is getting its normal $25. So now trash and sewage has 20, 40, 60, 81, 120, 130, 140, 150. My savings is getting $50 this week. And here comes where my budgeting changed a little bit. So I had a lot I had to pay on my credit cards between a bunch of different things that I spent on. I spent money on prints. I spent money on new comforter. I spent money for a real estate class. I spent money on the Sephora sale. Like, it all added up. The trip to Denmark, like whatever it may have been. So I decided to re-budget everything. So I put the full $1,000 back in my emergency fund. So technically it got $50, but because of everything like budgeting wise, I just put $1,000. So I am back to my $1,000 in my emergency fund, and starting back up, I'm just going to contribute $50 again. Just because it feels good to have like $1,000. Like, it's not much, like it won't even cover my bills for the month, but just knowing. And then I took everything like out of pretty much all of my envelopes, and the way that I'm going to try and budget now more is going to be like budgeting for like bills, my student loans, everything like that, and then whatever is extra for the week I'm going to put into a certain category that I need to either like have a certain amount for by a certain time, or that I know I want to have more of. So medical is depleted. I did keep $20 in for traveling. I need to get this up to about $15 for my hotel and flight for Vegas in October. Christmas, I just kept $50 in here. Prince Emergency is $0. Black Friday is $0. Birthday is $0. Concerts is also $0. Designer, I just kept $35. And the reason I kept $35 in designer and $50 in Christmas is because I keep it in a high yield savings account. And by the time it transfers over, like, I don't need that money anymore to pay the rest of my credit cards off and everything like that. So I'm just going to leave it in here. And tech also got depleted, and nothing in these envelopes are going to get stuffed this week. So that was the update on this. For my short-term sinking funds, I also took basically everything out of here. Prints is kept, I believe, $20. Yeah. And that is all that Prince has. I took everything out of here. Gifts is fully funded for $500. Mother's Day is coming up, and I want to get my mom a few things. She said she wanted to go and get a pedicure done. I want to get her like an electric kettle because we love tea. and it would just make our lives a whole lot easier. She wants to get like a few other things, like Apple AirPods she wanted. So I wanted this to be around $500, so I just put everything in there. So this is fully funded. Nothing is in the remaining envelopes, and that completes this binder for the updates. You will notice that I took a few categories out of my savings challenges because I feel like I was stretching myself too thin with this. The little bit adds up. My $4,000 savings challenge, like I feel like I couldn't catch up. So I took a few out, and I will put it back in when it's time for those envelopes to be rebuilt. So we're going to start with rolling in dough. I did keep this one because I felt like this was like doable enough for me. And we're just going to put 25. So row 6, perfect. I'm just going to do the 25. So that is my big budgeting update. But now rolling dough has 100, 200, 300, 320, 330, 340, 350, 355. Felt like I just needed it. I need to get my like finances in order, and I feel like that was just the best way to do it. My scratch and save is getting $20 this week. So now my scratch and save has 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 80. And then let's scratch this number off. 40. Okay. This is also fully funded. I put everything in here into my loop 638. So it has 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 130, 135, 140. And I just am going to go and fill this in. I wanted to fill this in just that way. If I see any GoFundMe's or anything like that that I want to donate to, I can. I think it's important to give back. Or if like I'm going to like a restaurant and like I want to give like a really nice tip to a server, I can do that. Like anything like that, that this is like money towards giving someone. Or if I see like a homeless person or something, like anything like that, this is what this money is going towards. And I just wanted to have it all the way filled in. This is the worst coloring job known to man. And I'm just going to take this out, and I'm just going to keep this money in here. My Save More, Spend Less is getting $10. This just comes out of my personal spending each week. So now Spend Less, Save More has 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 105, 110, 115, 120, 25, 30, 35, $140, which is awesome. I'm going to fill in another pig. So my traveling fund, I have this fully funded for $1,000 for my trip to Denmark in about a month. Between my mom and I, we're going to split everything, so it shouldn't be more than that, I'm hoping. But yeah, that is now fully funded for $1,000. Mrs. Moneybags is getting the remaining $20 this week. And it now has 100, 150, 200, 220, 240, 250, 260, 270, 275, 280. And that completes everything. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did so, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next week's video. Bye, everybody.